Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a different review. Many of you may not know that I am actually also a fan of Transformers. Not much of a G1 fan, I sort of really grew up more during the Beast Wars era, and of course, I got back into it during the Bayverse. Don't get me wrong, I kind of hated the movies, but you gotta give them credit that the robot designs were completely out of this world. Now, moving forth, we have something very anticipated today, which is the Mr. Bucket MR-02 upgrade kit for the Unique Toys UT01 Peru kill, or better known as Lockdown. So to get started, we are just going to open the box. Here is a small knife, you just cut it a bit, There's nothing much on the box, you can see it's just, some nicely painted green and white linings of the product. You don't get much on the side. It says a bit here, MR-02, more just words which I can't read. Yeah, so let's get it out of the box. And wow, that looks pretty good, don't you think? Okay, let's just get it out of its plastic prison. I am not going to do a review of the Unique Toys Lockdown or the Boombox BX01 Cerberus because there's probably like so many already online. So I'm just going to talk about this and save your time. Voila! And there you have it. Now, with everything off the box, to help us get a better focus on things, I sort of cleared up all the figures and boxes and everything. You can see it again later when I test out the accessories. But yeah, we are here to see how these things really look in detail. Now, first up, we have the Spark Extractor. So this is the one where in the early part of the show, when they first, sort of introduced Lockdown in a fight scene where he blasts and of course extracts Ratchet Spark with this. Really well painted. It's not much color going on, but it suffices because there wasn't much color going on anyway in the show. Three main colors. You have a bit of that sort of silver gunmetal green going on, and then of course you have some silver paint here along the sides, and some copperish gold at the bottom. Nothing much at the center, and the rest is predominantly gunmetal gray. But the sculpt is amazing. Can you guys see it? It's like they literally 3D printed this thing off from the show. Now for the inside, there is sort of like a peg which is supposed to peg into Lockdown's arm, if you guys remember. I'll show you guys later. Right, next we have his hand cannon. Now this was used, I think, somewhere in the scene where he was in a fight with Optimus Prime. His hand sort of converts into a gun. Pretty much the same thing from the back, but you see it's different in the front where it has a bit of nice silver over there, and the detail again, the detail is really what stands out of this entire accessory kit. Mr. Bucket has really gone to town in making the detail come to life. I don't get much heft from all these accessories. I guess there is no die cast in any of it, but yeah, who wants die cast for this? You guys usually want it at a good price, right? Yeah, and same, there is a peg inside which is meant to peg into his arm, so we'll test this out later. Really nice detail. Yeah, and of course his blades, which are done in a really nice gunmetal gray and silver on the blades. You can even see the detail on the blades. Look at that. That is superb. And of course there are two pegs on the side, which you could peg onto the side of his fists, or you can put it both in his arms. Now how does this sort of compare to the sort of accessory freebie that came with the UT02 Challenger? So let's take a look. So on my left, this is the one that came with the unique UT02 Challenger, and this is the one from Mr. Bucket. And as you can see here, guys, size does matter. And now, of course, for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, how does he look like with his accessories? So we are going to start from this side, my left, or I guess your right, and we're going to go all the way and end at the blades. So let's start with the spark extractor. So you just sort of do the usual, you know, you fold his arms back and stuff. I don't really remember how it's done, but I guess that's how it is done. Yeah, that's how it's done. And you see there is this little peg hole here where you can just push it in. It shouldn't take too much effort or trouble. Oops, wrong way. God, I'm so bad. And yeah, oh my god, look at that. That looks so good. Now it does hinder a bit of the joint movement here, but you can see, you know, it's so accurate in some sense to the show. Bang. You know, you can do that scene where he sort of loads his hand cannon thing. Yeah, that's so cool. Look at that. So awesome. And now, since we have another hand, you know, let's try something else. Okay, just flip this to the back. And then we can put in the other one. And now you have some mega dual attack lockdown. And look at that. That looks great as well. Look at that. It fits in so snug. It just slips right in, you know. And you know, this looks so badass. You know, I wish there was a scene probably in the show where he did this. You know, sort of comes out with two guns and just, you know, bringing hell on the Autobots. Really, really cool. And the colors, you know, if you see, you know, it blends in perfectly. It may not be like 100% perfect sort of gunmetal gray black which the Unique Toys was using, but you can barely tell the difference even in real life or in camera. It sort of blends in perfectly. And damn, this looks so badass. Alright, and now let's test out the blades. So you can just pull it out really easy. There we go. And now let's give him some blades. Free his crippled hands. You know, let's make it into fists. Yeah. Let's make it into fists. All right. And now let's put in the blades. Oh yeah. All right. We are in. Now I find it kind of big actually. I'm not sure if these were already the size in the show. I kind of think that the UT02 accessory were of a more decent scale ratios, but you know, I can't really remember. And you know, overall it looks really great. You know, it really looks, this kit really brings it to another level. You know, if you have, you know, a UT Lockdown or the Visual Toys one or the other one which I can't remember what's the name, this is a must for you. You know, it really brings your figure to another level. And there you have it. Overall, I think it's a really fun add-on accessory. If you already have the Unique Toys figure or Visual Toys or whatever the other one was called, you know, I highly recommend it. You know, it really adds to the variety of play of your whole lockdown sort of team accessory thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do like the video and subscribe. See you guys.